Hi everybody, welcome to my favourite class setups in Battlefield 1. As I've been doing some sort of class guides over the last few weeks on like the assault class, the support class, and ages ago I did the medic class and the sniper class, I thought I'd give you my favourite ones at the current moment, what I would like to run with, or what I do like to run with in Battlefield in all sorts of situations. So let's start at the top with my favourite class, with the medic, and this is how I equip my medic, the M1907 factory. Now, this little beauty has a fantastic rate of fire. It's a semi-automatic, so you've got to keep pumping the trigger to keep on firing, but this thing can compete with submachine guns at the sort of short to medium range. It can't compete with shotguns and things like the automatic go up close, but give it a bit of distance. If you can make yourself have a little bit of distance around the around corners and things, this thing will take people out. Plus, it's very good at medium distance, and you can even pick off targets at a longer distance because it has that high rate of fire, but it is combined with a big 21 round magazine that changes very quickly indeed. So you can just, I mean, I don't like to say it, but you can spam targets with this baby. And I set it up with the buckhorn sights, 2x magnification, stick a bayonet on it, and you have got a serious weapon where, for me, when I'm playing the objective mode, well, obviously Battlefield 1 is an objective game mode, but playing Conquest or front lines or rush, you can be you know, the tip of the spear, a combat medic, following your assault classes in, reviving them, leading the way if you like, and you can be blasting and keeping people. It's even pretty good at hip firing, to be honest, as well. I've got many hip fire kills with this gun at up close range. Fantastic weapon. If you're struggling with a weapon to choose in Battlefield 1, choose the medic, choose the M1907, maybe even the sweeper. I mean, the sweeper is the fully automatic version, but I like the factory version because you can slow that fire rate down when targets are a little bit further away. So very good. Sidearm, the M1911. Now my gadgets: medical syringe and bandage pouch. Medical syringe, obviously you get plenty of points for reviving people, but you can keep an attack or a defense going by reviving people. And I use the bandage pouch rather than the medical crate because you can use the bandage pouch on the run. It will heal teammates even when they're being suppressed, and yeah, I just find it quicker. I found with the crate you need to stop. You put the crate down, you need to stop by it while you heal, where with the bandage pouch you can throw it down, run over it, and then you'll start healing while you're still running along. Very useful indeed. The grenade, all my guys run with the light anti-tank grenade so that they can do their bit against armour, but it also works against people. And the melee, this guy's got the Hellfighter Bolo now. But there we go, that is my favourite medic setup by far. So next up, let's look at the assault class. I really enjoy running assault, and maybe a bit controversially, I run the MP18 trench most of the time. Now, I know you could argue that the Hellriegel is a more useful weapon with its larger magazine, but I find the punch of the MP18 at short range and short to medium range really makes it the weapon for me. You know, you can take out people with Hellriegels up close. You just have to watch out the fact that, I mean, it's got a 32 round magazine, but you do chew through that pretty quick. So remember to burst fire at medium range and change magazines. Now, when you're running an assault, for me, it's all about making sure you control those sight lines, keep close to buildings, keep close to cover, ambush people, use trenches, use corridors to get close, and then you can let people have it that way. And I love using the MP18 trench. It's great for hip firing, and you can aim down sights as well. M1911 as my sidearm. Now my gadget 1, anti-tank grenade, gadget 2, the AT rocket gun. Now the AT rocket gun is a fantastic piece of kit because it gives your assault guy a very effective long range weapon to use against snipers, medics, support class, anybody who's, you know, beyond medium range. just get used to getting the rocket gun out, going prone, aiming and firing, and try and do that as quickly as possible, and you'll find you kill more people with the AT rocket gun taking out infantry than you do firing it at tanks. Obviously it's very good against tanks. And then my other gadget is the anti-tank grenade, and then I have the light anti-tank grenade as my my grenade. Now, what you want to do is when you're taking out tanks with these weapons, always lead with your anti-tank grenades because they do the most damage. So if you see a tank, get yourself around to the side or the rear if you can. Lob both of your anti-tank grenades. Now what that will do if they connect is that will damage the tank, and it will make the tanker inside scared. It will put them on the run basically. So get your 2 grenades into it, chuck your light anti-tank grenade in it as well, and if all that hits, the tank will be pretty badly damaged, and then see where the tank's going, get yourself into position, go prone, and fire rocket guns at it to finish it off. The problem is if you use your rocket guns first, they don't do as much damage, and a tank who's been hit by a rocket gun is more likely just to turn around and blast you with his guns, whereas if you hit them with a couple of anti-tank grenades, he will be running away and not looking to kill you at all. Melee, this guy's got the sawtooth knife, but I don't get that many kills to be honest. Oh, but on the MP18 I put the buckhorn sights, 2 times magnification, stick a bayonet on it, and yeah, fantastic weapon, love losing it. Now let's move on to the support. Now I enjoy using the support, but my main sort of pushing forward classes are the medic and the assault. I use support in a different way, and that's why I use the MG15NA suppressive. This is an amazing light machine gun. It's capable of putting down lots and lots of fire. It has a 200 round magazine and you have 200 bullets. Basically what you do with the MG15 is that you get yourself into a position where enemies are running across the front of you, or you flank them, and you're trying to engage them at medium range. That's the trick. You'll be out sniped by snipers at long range, and getting too close and the assaults and the medics will take you out. But if you get into that medium range sweet spot, using the optical sight on the MG15A suppressive, you can really lock down a position, especially if you can get yourself in a little bit of cover. Now the key as well with the MG15 is using it prone, so you're taking advantage of that tripod. You can use it standing up, and it can be very effective at close range standing up as well, but at close to medium range it's very difficult to use standing up. You always want to be thinking about your position, hanging back from the objective a little bit, and then going prone and using that massive firepower. Now the air mortar, fantastic weapon this is, the air mortar. Very, very good on the objective game modes like Rush and Frontlines, where you're going to get large concentrations of attackers or defenders. And again, what you want to be doing with the mortar is get yourself into a position where you're close to the objective, close to the flag, but you're hidden from view, so they can't snipe you or hit you. You put down your mortar and you hit them with the air explosives. You might not kill everybody on the flag or near the flag, but you will injure them, which will make it much easier for your medics and your assault class to go in and have a chance of winning those one-on-one encounters. The other thing you've got is you've also got smoke grenades as part of your mortar. So if you're approaching a target and everybody's having a bit of trouble because there's lots of snipers in the distance, you can lay down a couple of smoke mortars in front of the objective or on top of the objective, and then you can lay high explosive afterwards, and then you can give your teammates cover to get on the objective. This is very useful, say when you're playing front lines and you've got to the point where you've got to take the telegraph poles, telegraph stations. You can put your mortar down, chuck a couple of smoke grenades on top of the telegraph stations, and then your guys can run in without fear of being sniped from the distance. So very good. I run the ammo crate with support because I tend to find with the support guy, you tend to, because I'm going prone with the MG15, I lay down the ammo crate, I lay down and it resupplies me and it resupply those around me. Also, because everybody's using ammunition all of the time, if you're using the pouch, you're just constantly throwing pouches out, and it gets a bit boring. So I say go with the ammo crate. Again, I go with the light anti-tank grenade so I can do my bit against armour, and my melee is the combat knife. But love the MG1518. You get yourself into the right position with this baby and it feels fantastic. So the final class, the Scout. I don't play Scout very often, but when I do, I like to have a bit of fun. And the Martini Henry infantry is probably the most fun gun to use in the game. Maybe some of the automatic shotguns, but the Martini Henry, because it's a one-shot kill if you hit somebody in the chest or above, from I think it's 30 meters to 70 meters. So that's a very usable range. That's, you know, not that far away. You can use this on like Amiens down the street. You can use it on any modes where you're capturing flags and stuff like that. You just hang yourself back, get yourself into a position where you're not in the direct line of sight of people, and you just aim, you wait, you fire. It has an incredibly slow reload because you're putting one bullet at a time in the barrel. It's almost like a musket. But when you hit those sweet spots and you take those people down in one shot, it's just incredibly satisfying and so much fun. Sidearm, the Mars automatic. I think this is the most powerful sidearm in the game. It really does knock people out, but you have to be accurate with it. Gadget 2, the flare gun. Now, the flare gun could be the most powerful gadget in the whole of Battlefield 1, because when you fire your flare down onto a target, say onto a flag, any enemies around that flag will appear on everybody else's minimaps, and there is no counter to this. There's no perk or anything the enemies can have that will make them disappear. So as you're approaching a flag, fire flare gun into the flag, and then your guys will know where the enemies are and they can take them out. You can then hold back if you like and take people out from a distance, but very important tool, the flare gun. Make sure you use it and you'll help your team and get loads of points as well. Gadget 2, K bullets, so you can do more damage against tanks, and light anti-tank grenade. What's good about the K bullets actually is, as though you might not be killing the tanks with the K bullets unless they're very damaged, what it does do is if they're trying to repair, if you hit them with a K bullet, that stops that cycle and they've got to start repairing again. So that can be very good in keeping those that armour in a unrepaired state, so your assault classes can get in there with the grenades and the rocket guns and finish it off. And then he's got the Hellfighter Bolo knife as his melee weapon. So there we go, 4 different classes within Battlefield 1. My favourite setups: the medic with the M1907, the assault with the MP18 trench, the support with the MG15NA suppressive, and finally the scout or sniper with the Martini Henry infantry. Anyway, try them out, tell me what you think, put your questions and comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.